This week's Parsha begins with the command to Moshe, Daber b'nei Yisrael v'yichlu li Terumah, ve'eis kol ish asher yidvenu libo tichlu as Terumah si. Hashem tells Moshe to command b'nei Yisrael to bring for me a gift, an offering for the Mishkan. From everyone whose heart volunteers them, you should take my Terumah. Netziv points out that the language at the end of this pasuk is perplexing. That normally when someone volunteers, there's no need to take it from them. When someone has this spirit of giving, there's no need to go collecting. And Steve wants to say that the idea here, based off of the Gemara in Rosh Hashanah Daf Vav, is that sometimes a person will make a neder, will make some sort of a commitment to Hashem, and later regret it. But once they've already made that initial commitment, we're allowed to force them, and that the language here of tikhu means that we're allowed to force someone to uphold their prior commitment. Or Yitzchak Torsi Zatzal in his magnum opus on the Rambam presents a similar idea in the context of Tmura. That in Tmura, sometimes a person will dedicate something to Hektish, to Hashem, and afterwards will regret it and they'll want to switch out the item for one of lesser value perhaps. That they'll say, this item was very nice, I want it for myself, maybe I can get away with giving something else to Hashem instead. So the halacha tells us that both the original item and the one that is swapped out are going to have Kedusha, and this prevents a person from falling into this trap. Tversky explains that sometimes human nature will try to prevent us from capitalizing on our inspiration, that although we have this moment of insight where we want to elevate our behavior, it's possible that I'll encounter weakness later if I don't do something about it. If someone wants to come to davening earlier, so it's very easy to say that the night before, but in the morning when they're tired and it's hard to get out of bed, it'll be very much harder for them to actually uphold their commitment. But if a person at that initial moment of inspiration sets an alarm or does some concrete action, that will allow them to capitalize on their inspiration. I hope for all of us that if we have moments where we feel like we can elevate ourselves and reach a higher level, that we should capitalize on it, whether it's setting a chavrusa, committing to going to a shir, giving tzedakah, whatever it is. The key to capitalizing on our inspiration from this week's Parsha is that we should take at least one action, and once we've done that first step, continuing will be much easier.
Good job, good job, good job.